Hello there, Aries. Welcome to Diamond Dragon Lady. My name is Ariel, and today we're going to be doing your December 2023 monthly overview reading. We're going to be looking at some oracle to get your main key energies of the month, as well as a full tarot reading with the Celtic cross spread. I am also an astrologer, so I will be adding in some astrological advice throughout this reading. So Aries, let's jump right in. Spirit, let's see what we have for our beautiful Aries folks, anything they need to see for their highest and best for this December 2023 as we wrap up this year. All right, and our first card out is our oracle card. Keyword is stillness. I love this card. It's one of my favorites from this deck. I just love the stars in the sky, the serenity of that graceful, beautiful swan. For some reason, this card always reminds me of the star from the tarot, and it just has that beautiful kind of, serene, almost magical feeling of just, being at peace. And so I think for this month, Aries, it's good to embrace the energy of stillness, peacefulness. Don't let anyone ruffle your feathers. Stay in a place of calm. Even if that means just taking some time for yourself to be in nature, be out under the stars, things like that, that really reconnect you with your divine center. So let's get a numerology card for you next. Let's see what special number is going to come up for Aries. And we have spiritual career with the number 78. So Aries, not only do you have this very kind of, still cosmic divine kind of energy with the stillness card, but here we go, where you're really thinking about what you could do to either change over to a more spiritually based career or add a level of profound spiritual meaning to the career you already have. We have the 7 on the top, which is always about personal growth and development, along with the number 8, which is a manifesting number. It's really, taking those dreams and visions and turning them into something that you can hold and touch and literally see happening on earth. So this is a beautiful number for you. Really nice energy to think about. Let's next get you some crystals and gemstones. Let's see which ones are going to be best for you to work with. And we have the fuchsite, which is a beautiful healing heart chakra based stone. It has a really kind of pretty greenish aqua kind of color. Often you will see fuchsite flecked with natural ruby, which is also a extra blessing, extra bonus if you find fuchsite with ruby. But either way, this is an excellent one. Wear it near your heart chakra. It's very good for heart healing. On the bottom of the deck, we also have the bloodstone. So I always like to add you a little bit extra there. And that is a beautiful, card that can help you with detoxing. This is all about cleansing, purification. It is the root, the heart, the sacral. And it's I love bloodstone. It's kind of one of those like all-purpose, stones to work with because it works with so many of our chakras. It really helps us get grounded, purifies our heart, purifies our intentions, gets our creative center back in balance. So next, let's get a ancestor or spiritual guide that we will be working with you this month. Please show us which one of you wants to help Aries for December 2023. And we have Freya. Moon cycles, phases. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. So there is something about release here. This is really a beautiful moon cycle coming up. We do have the Cancer full moon on December 26th. That will be at 7:33 p.m. Eastern Time. I always think the full moon in Cancer is a really powerful one. So pay attention, Aries, to those phases and cycles of the moon and how your energy lines up with those, because I bet you'll be noticing them through this month of December. So next we're going to jump into your tarot. We're going to use 2 different decks. I always clarify all of my cards to get a little more depth to each message, to each card. So let's see what we have, Spirit, for our Aries in the tarot. All right. Ooh, very nice. So the heart of the Celtic cross for you is the Ace of Cups. Let's go ahead and fill out the rest of these and we'll jump into them. Wow, a lot of warm cards coming up. In this month, Aries, we start out the month with, most of this is going to be Sagittarius season, the first 3 weeks of December. And Sagittarius is a fellow fire sign. Your ruling planet Mars is also in Sagittarius this month. So it's a very dynamic month. I feel like your energy overall will be really pretty good. The only things that I would really let you know that are going to be a little more challenging in the astrology are going to be the fact that we will be moving into Capricorn season on the 21st with the winter solstice, and Capricorn is a square to your sign. So just, pay attention to that. You might want to get more things done in the first 3 weeks of December and then really take it easy once we move into Capricorn time. Because even though, that Capricorn can be very motivating, it's a fellow cardinal sign, it can also be rather challenging. So right now in the center of this read for you, Ace of Cups is at the heart of this. So I do really feel Spirit is blessing you quite a lot here, Aries. There's a lot of love, a lot of spiritual connection, a lot of inner contentment on the way to you, and it is very much your focus through this month. So let's get a clarifier on the Ace of Cups. And we do have the Six of Cups here too. So there's a lot of nurturing going on. Six of Cups is a strong card that deals with Cancerian energy. It is, warm, it's home, it's family, it's nostalgia. A lot of you might be traveling home or seeing somebody you've missed quite a lot. I feel more of a positive energy from this card rather than a more negative one. Six of Cups can be definitely healing some inner child, wounds if you do have them. There could be, a lot of blessing, but it's mostly you, remembering good times from the past. That's mostly what the Six of Cups deals with. A lot of readers will say, oh, there's, an old flame or an old, romantic partner coming back for a second chance. Sometimes that does happen with a Six of Cups because it's a very nostalgic card, but I mostly feel that this is loving memories, home and family. There may be someone you're really reconnecting with this month. And because we do have that Cancer full moon, and that's literally the day after Christmas when a lot of people are reconnecting with family, that could be a very beautiful, powerful time. If it's more difficult, it will be a healing, kind of feeling that will come in. I feel like Spirit's giving you a lot of healing and a lot of closure around something with that. But if it's something very positive from the past, it's like it really gives you something that just fills your soul, fills your heart, makes you feel so, connected and grounded. In the immediate past, we do have our Tower card, which to me is one of the Aries power cards because it is ruled by Mars, your ruling planet. So I would say that you're coming in hot into this month of December. November might have been a little rough and rowdy, a lot of things going on. This is to me a card of action above all, right? A lot of people, get scared of the Tower because many times it does indicate a clean sweep. It will show you that, there's things that need to be eliminated so that you can build with a nice solid foundation. That's why the Tower has to be, brought down so that you can rebuild properly, right? But to me, the Tower is also just pure energy and movement, and it's very Aries aligned because of the Mars rulership there. So I do feel like you've been very active. You may have been, very active in dismantling something that you needed to. So I do feel like you've been working. You've been moving things, Aries. Let's get a clarifier here. All right. Yeah. And it's something that I feel like you needed to do it because here is, that Nine of Swords. This is a lot of worries, overthinking, thoughts and, fears that go round and round, maybe keeping you up at night. I do feel like you've kind of cleared through that energy. And if you still are, or you still feel like you're dealing with some of that, I feel like, you turn the page into December and you have this Ace of Cups, the Six of Cups. There's something very healing coming in. It's like the soothing balm over all of this, like, very challenging action that maybe brought up a lot of old, anxieties, negative baggage, things that you really had on your mind that maybe you weren't even aware that were, that you'd been kind of carrying them around. So to me, this is a really nice page turn here. Into the immediate future, there is that Five of Wands. That is some tension and friction. It does remind me of the planetary square in astrology. And like I said, as we get into the later part of the month, we have Capricorn energy. We also have a Mercury retrograde happening halfway through the month with Mercury in Capricorn. So there will be some tension, Aries. I don't think it will be big and horrible, but I do think there will be some inner friction. You might have a little tug of war with other people. This is also why to embrace that stillness card here, because like I said, don't let people ruffle you. You don't have to get into this if you don't really want to get into this. Let's see what we have on the Five of Wands. Yeah, and here's the Death card. So I almost feel like really it's literally like the ending of these tensions, of these inner, feelings of battle. Like you're just kind of saying, you know what, I'm done with that. This cycle is over. This transformative, thing is happening to me and I'm really just done with it. I'm ready to let this go. I also will point out that because the Death card is a Scorpio aligned card, Venus, our planet of socialization, relationships, friendships, partnerships, is going to be in Scorpio from Monday the 4th through till Friday the 29th. Most of the month it's going to be in Scorpio. And I feel like if there are relationships that are tense, that cause you a lot of friction or inner stress, Aries, you will be letting those go. You will just be saying, you know what, I'm done. I do not want to hang on to anything going into the new year that's going to be stressing me out. On the bottom, what's going on within the subconscious, deep in your heart, there's the Devil card, there's our Capricorn energy. You might feel like you've really got a lot of work to get done because to me, the Devil, the Capricorn is like, gotta work, work, work. Try not to overwork yourself because this can definitely tend towards the workaholic or getting stuck in a cycle that's not really good. Or not really very happy for you. You might be thinking about places in your life right now that you can break through some old routines that have been weighing heavily on you. Those Saturn cycles, that Pluto cycle, Pluto is coming to an end in the sign of Capricorn. It's been in there almost 15 years. It's finally leaving that sign on January 21st, 2024. And so I feel a lot of people are feeling this. We're getting a lot of death, devil, judgment. We're getting a lot of those kind of cards coming up because this is a huge transformative cycle for everyone. And look at that. See, this is bringing balance. It's bringing justice. I think, too, this is a time where you really want to balance, work and play because it's like if you've been feeling very serious inside, very, very heavy, kind of weighed down, it's time for balance to come in there. It's time for justice and fairness to come in there for you. And because that is your inner condition, right? It's your inner thoughts, your subconscious. This is all going on within you, Aries. It's time to balance yourself if you feel like you've been putting too much effort into just one area of your life, or if you've been doing something that's become very routine, but it's not really something that you enjoy anymore. To me, that's the devil. It's like just doing something. It's like, an addiction. You don't really enjoy it. You just do it because it's become a habit, because it's become something that you feel like you can't stop. And, that can apply to many different things. Of course, this is a general reading, but this could be breaking through something and bringing balance back to that. On the top, crowning the spread message from Spirit, is the Page of Swords. So we do have some fresh new ideas. Gemini energy, keep your mind open. I think that's what Spirit's really telling you here, Aries. Be open to new information. There may be younger people that are bringing you through information that you need to know. So keep an open mind this month as much as possible. And we have the Three of Wands, because look at that. Someone's coming in with some news that you need, or some ideas or answers. You might have been waiting for some answers here with this Page of Swords, and kind of saying, when am I going to find out what I need to know? When am I going to hear back from that person? When am I going to get contacted about that job? Whatever it may be for you personally at this time. So let's get some more cards and let's pull some advice and a potential outcome for Aries. Yes, we know that's important. Nine of Swords coming back up twice, Aries. I'm just going to put that out there. There are a lot. All of your advice cards are the swords. Oh my goodness. A lot of thinking, a lot of potential overthinking. I think that's why that stillness card came up. And your suggested approach is definitely the Four of Swords. So really, I think this is so aligned with that stillness card, right? This is like, take time out. Calm your mind, recenter, don't give in to compulsive thinking or overthinking. This is very much a meditative, restive card. If you're really tired, and I can definitely see you've been working really hard here in these other cards, this is definitely a time that you need to take a break, especially into the second half of the month. That's when that retrograde starts for Mercury. That's when we've got, Capricorn coming up. It's a time for you to ground, center, and release overthinking. Yes, and look at that. Five of Wands coming up again, and we already talked about that. That is that mental stress. That is that friction. That's that tug of war. That little, this could be you many times, like, playing out potential scenarios in your mind of how something is going to go. And so this is really saying it's time to stop anticipating difficulty or trying to prepare yourself for any, kind of fight that you might have to, handle. So Aries, yeah, this is a time to release a lot of friction, overthinking, what you need to know. Yet again, Nine of Swords is coming up here. Just doubling that message. It's really, it's almost like the only thing you have to fear is fear itself. This is that thing where you don't want to end up manifesting something difficult or challenging because you just thought it into being, right? Whatever that you can do to unwind, especially at night, and, let your mind be at rest, be at ease, Aries, is very important during this month. Yes, King of Cups. And you know what I feel with this is that, this is Cancer energy, very much like that full moon that we're having. You might feel extra stress on and around that full moon. Something might really come to a head. And I'm hoping what that will do is help to release a lot of these, worries and fears. I'd also say the King of Cups can represent a person who is very emotionally wise, balanced, loyal, all the good things. And so, if you have a trusted counselor, confidant, friend, etc., that you can really, get some of these thoughts off of your mind, that's going to help you a lot. It's going to make you feel so much better. It's like, oh, finally, instead of keeping it bottled up inside my mind, I let someone know how I was feeling, and now, I got it off of my chest. Hopes and fears is the Five of Cups. So there may be something that you've been putting off, grieving or mourning or letting go here, Aries. If it's time to let something go and just grieve its loss, grieve the change, let go and just go ahead and do it, right? If you need to cry the tears, if you need to do what you need to do to cut the cords, it's really important at this time because you still have those Two of Cups sitting behind you. And once you are able to release the things that didn't work out, the quicker you're going to see the things that can work out. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. So there's a lot of good stuff waiting on the other side of that mourning and grieving process. It is time to let go. It's time to purify, because the Ten of Pentacles is a super happy card. You may even be also, for some of you, grieving what could have been with something. You like, maybe you really thought, oh, this person is the thing that's going to be my big future. Oh, this job is going to be my big future. Maybe it didn't work out. And it's hard for you at this time to imagine that there will be something that could be, even better. But that's what is seeing there. It's like, it could be even better what's coming around the corner. Outcome card, which I always say loosely because, the end of the month is not the end of our story, it continues on, but this is kind of the energy that's wrapping up December for you, is the Queen of Swords, more Libra energy, just like Justice here. And, to me, this is someone who really owns their strength, owns their power, stands in their power, knows their worth, is not willing to put up with anybody that's causing them stress, drama, heartaches, headaches, anybody that comes into your life. It's like, no, I'm cutting that right out. She's very fair, but she can also be rather, quick to cut, troublemakers off. It could be Aries, that you might have some people say, wow, Aries, really just, they're pretty, pretty chop. They didn't even give me a chance. And that's because you just sensed that they were full of nonsense and you were like, nope, I'm not going to put up with that. I don't need that in my life. And I do like that because I think you're coming out of those worries and fears about just putting your foot down. And instead you're actually putting your foot down and saying, you know what, I know what's right for me and I'm going to stand firm in my truth. And we have the Hanged Man. So there is something you're sacrificing. I feel that all through this reading is that there are definitely some people or things that you're letting go. And I think that you're letting go of whatever is not good for you, whatever causes you all these worries and sleepless nights, because there's something going on. If you bring it up those Nine of Swords twice, it's just, it's time to shake it loose. The other thing I'll point out is the Hanged Man is ruled by Neptune, and Neptune is going direct at the beginning of December on Wednesday the 6th. And so that moving forward helps us to come into those levels of spiritual enlightenment a lot quicker and a lot easier. You are making some decisions, and I think that it's going to go forward. On the bottom of the deck, we had the Knight of Wands and the Two of Swords. So, don't be afraid. Rip the Band-Aid off, Aries. You got to make some decisions. It's going to help you go forward. Take the blindfold off. Go ahead and make the choice. It may feel like it's hard, but I actually think that your worries about making those decisions have been harder than the decision making itself. I feel like once you do that, once you put your foot down, once you cut out that, toxic person or whatever's going on, you're going to be relieved that you did. You'll probably wonder why you didn't do it even sooner. So let's get an affirmation to wrap your reading up. All right. Oh, look at this. Yes. Oh, the Justice card here, Aries. The universe executes a precise order of justice. Karmic debt is being reconciled at this moment. The matter is no longer in your hands. Take a deep breath and go through it. Ah! I couldn't summarize it better. And you had the Justice card, Libra energy there. You had the Queen of Swords, more Libra energy there. I think this all matches up. So yes, karma is being reconciled. It's being settled. Just take that deep breath, go through it, stand up for yourself. even if you lose people on the way, it's going to be the right kind of people that you lose because you're going to feel so much better, so much more balanced by the end of the month and going into the new year with a fresh new start. Absolutely awesome reading, Aries. I hope you have an amazing December, and I'll be talking to you soon. Take care.